Dipset, my nigga Duke the God. The movement moves on. Got a lot of shit going on. You left them bum ass niggas catch, right? They ain't how you cake together, right?
Video for you guys today, and inevitably there's going to be a couple people who are just like, who are going to leave a comment and be like, do a make shit in the basement with your mother's sweat and clone houses and da-da-da, because they're not like grown-ups, and they just, if they're not interested, they just can't keep it moving because they're like, you know, social media trolls. And this shit happens in 2019. You'd think people would just be mature enough to be like, oh, they're not really interested in them, I'll watch a different video, unsubscribe, whatever. But there's always going to be those clowns. If you're uninterested, move on to the next video. And if you're interested, watch this video, because this is a really good one. And the 3 fragrances I'm going to talk about, to be honest with you, none of them are actually clones of other fragrances. So, and again, I'll just say this, Dua, I don't get a dime ever or any sort of anything from doing Dua videos. I'm lucky enough to get to do Dua videos whenever I want and to get to try the fragrances that I want. And what I really wanted to try is the 2 things we're looking at here. One is one of their original fragrances, because I'm very interested in how they do on their own scent. And then these crossover fragrances, which seem to be the next big thing in this world. And so I have 2 of these quote-unquote crossover fragrances and 1 original. So let's get into them. And we're going to start with this guy, and this is Casino Elixir. And you guys know the Dua presentation. It comes in a box now, etc. Casino Elixir is the crossover between Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540. It's $65 for 30 ml, and it's got pineapple, apple, bergamot, blackcurrant, almond, saffron, birch, jasmine, grandiflorum, cedarwood, amber, ambergris, amberwood, patchouli, and oak moss. Now, here's the thing with me, and I talked about this in my starting lineup video for the fall, which I think aired before this. I don't really like Baccarat Rouge 540. I get what people like it. To me, it's not the best thing in the world, especially for the dough. For me, it's just not that great. And as much as I respect Aventus, I'm so sick of them. So the idea of this fragrance wasn't something that appealed to me, but the reviews were just, I mean, people were just saying, this is the one, this is the best compliment getter for me, da-da-da. And I totally get that. If you are just interested in a compliment getting fragrance, I'm going to just keep it a buck with you right now and say, I don't think there's anything that I own that will get me more compliments than this one. There's never been a time where I wore this, and I've worn it 5 times now, where I have not gotten multiple compliments, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Further than that, I've had friends buy this, I've had friends wear this, and they've all gotten compliments when they wear this. This is the sweet, almost gourmand nature of Baccarat Rouge 540 with the freshness of Aventus. So you have this pineapple, sort of burnt orange, brown sugar thing going on, and 2 sprays of it create this sweet, fresh bubble around you. And is it the most interesting thing I've ever smelled? No, it's not. It's not really captivating to me. I smell it, I'm just sort of like, yeah, but if I want to attract someone or get people to gravitate towards me, this is what I'd wear, to be honest with you. If you sort of gave me the fragrance like on a day where I had to make a big sale and attract people, this is the one I'd pick out of probably everything I have. I'm just being honest with you. I'm telling you the truth. It's almost kind of upsetting because I don't really love it that much, but it's brilliant. It's been done brilliantly. It smells good. It smells like, it doesn't smell synthetic. It's really good. I'm sorry, because I didn't want it to be that good. The next one is an original, and it's called Flagship. And you know, when Dua does originals, I'm interested. And why I was really interested in this one is because it's a citrus aromatic, which is sort of in my wheelhouse. It's $70, so it's not super. It's, you know, it's regular Dua price, even though it's a citrus aromatic. It's got neroli, bergamot, mandarin, grapefruit, Amalfi lime, orange blossom, mint, vetiver, white musk, cedar, and ambergris. And It's just really good. Yes, it's an original, but I'd say it's right there in my mind with fragrances like Acqua di Cima by Eau d'Italy, 1861 Renaissance by Xerjoff. It's as good as those. It's a little cheaper. It's $30 for 70 ml, but I think my 100 ml of Acqua di Cima was like $200, so it's not. I don't know that it's that much cheaper, but it's definitely matches in quality. And I will say that it's got better performance than Acqua di Cima, which is probably going in like a couple hours. This gets me 3 or 4. Maybe a little bit more. I want to say it's just a gorgeous citrus aromatic fragrance. Really good, really nice citrus. The herbs come through in this one. There's like an ambergris musky base. It's well, very, very well done. And I leaned on this quite a bit as summer sort of wound down. So anytime Dua does one of these originals, and I feel like when they go for the metal plate, they're not fucking around. So I wanted to check this one out. And the last one I checked out recently, and I'll do another video in the winter of some other stuff, because they're doing a lot of these crossover scents now. This one, this one's called Poseidon's Invasion, and there was a lot of things I was actually interested in, if I'm being honest with you guys. But I don't want to do too many Dua videos and get too much stuff from them, so I really do try to limit myself. But I was interested in Poseidon's Invasion because this is a cross between a Ventus and one of my top probably 5 fragrances of all time, an Invasion Barbar. So this is $65. The notes are apple, pineapple, bergamot, lavender, violet, birch, black currant, rose, cardamom, vanilla, thyme, musk, patchouli, cedar, oak moss, and ambergris. And this one, so I was really sort of confused as to how are you going to make a Ventus and Invasion Barbar work, because they're in very different worlds to me. And this is what I'll say about this one. I don't think the crossover, I don't think it works, the crossover. I think this is a fine fragrance, but what I get out of it is I get a real Aventus opening. Like when this one starts out, I smell Aventus, and then as it dries down, I smell Invasion Barbar with like a faint, like a pineapple freshness. And I guess that's a crossover, but with this guy, the Casino Elixir, to me, there's no doubt, like, Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540 fucked. Like, they had passionate, fucking Honolulu sex in the presidential suite with the champagne and everything, and they had babies. And this is it. You know what I'm saying? There was love made there. And that's the result of that. And the children are a beautiful mix of a handsome, rich father and a trophy wife. This one, you had the father who had everything going, and the mom was hot and shit, but they fucked, and like, they just kind of fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, the children are kind of fucked up in this one. There are some of each parent, but they're not really the unification. They don't look like exactly like this split. They kind of got things of each of them. And it's not bad. It's really not. But I would think either get Aventus or Invasion Barbar. I don't know that these two work, and I kind of didn't think it would. It's not a bad scent by any set of imagination. I'll wear it, and as I get more accustomed to it, maybe my scent will change. But this one just kind of blew me away right off the bat. So I guess that's where I'm kind of feeling it. And I don't know if this one just made sense, and I thought that, and then I feel like it's kind of been backed up by wearing it. So of these 3, okay, this, if you give a fuck at all about people complimenting you, buy this. Just have it in the stash, just so when you need it, when you're like, you know what, today I just want to feel like I'm something, or da-da-da, have that on deck, because I think it's worth it for that price. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful citrus aromatic. So if you're thinking of that when it gets warm out again, I know it's sort of it's fall like now, but when you want that sort of like, Xerjoff Renaissance, or the really Portofino or Bergamot 22, or any of those. This is as good as any of them. Okay, this is really, really good, and it lasts a lot longer. And then if you really love Invasion Barbar and Aventus, hey, try this one. You might think it works better than I do. I think I'd just rather wore either Invasion Barbar or even their replica, which is Invasion of the Barbers, which I have and is really a perfect interpretation of that fragrance, or Aventus. I just don't know that the combo of this one is something that really is moving me to feel like they need to be combined. It really just sort of feels like Invasion Barbar with like a pineapple freshness to it. So anyway, guys, that's this sort of take on these new Duo scents that I checked out. Again, this winter I'll check probably another 3 out. Probably do, if they have, probably this winter try to do like another crossover. I know they just did like a Montal, I think Initio blend. So maybe I'll do like, I'll check one of those out. If they have another original, I'll check one of those out. And if they have a, an original, a crossover, and then if they have like a take that like I'm really interested in too. I know they just did like like the new Lababo tobacco. So like maybe one of those I'll check out. Now, if there's a duo you guys specifically want me to do a video on, just let me know, and I'll definitely try to take care of that for you. If I get a few people telling me, hey, we want to hear about this one, I'll make that happen. And I want to thank Duo for letting me check these out. And again, if you don't like these videos, like, it's just super easy, guys. Like, just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be adults, man. Like, we're men here. You know what I'm saying? We're adult men. We can all choose to like what we want, wear what we want, and just be mature about it. So, you know, just be men. That's all. And whether you like this or not, the people who run Duo are certainly men. Okay, they're men. They're mature men. Okay, so that's it, guys. I will link to the Duo in the description. I'm sure you guys know already, but I'll link to them. And again, if there's something you want to see, let me know. I'll see you again in the videos.